What we want to do on this one is we want to revolve this shape around the x-axis. So in order to do that, we are going to have to make my little pieces be with respect to y, because if I do it with respect to x, I end up getting kind of two equation kind of idea. I have this equation on top, this equation on bottom, and I don't know how to separate those. So I'm going to have to make each little piece go this direction. So if I take a little teeny tiny piece and I revolve this around the x-axis, I'm going to get something that looks, now bear with me, a little bit like this. It's kind of like a cylinder type thing. And then this one, and then it's going to go back around here. And we're going to get this piece that looks like this. Who has a thickness. So if I take this that I just drew, which is not really that good, but if I take this, and let's see if I can do this, and I rotate it, I end up getting something that looks kind of like a cylinder that has some kind of a thickness. And this thickness right here is actually going to be delta y, because that's the change in y that we had. So let's take that piece again. So this is delta y. And so I have this piece, and if I take it and I cut it down here, and I spread it out, so the ends are going to look something like this, and then I'm going to have something that's about this wide. I'm going to spread it out, and it's going to have some kind of thickness. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm really bad at drawing these. So what I did is I cut it, so this other end would be the green end. So I cut it right here, and I kind of spread it out. Now if I spread it out, well, this right here, this thickness is actually still just delta y. And this length is going to be this height right here. So if I turn it back around and I know where my cylinder used to be, it's going to be this length right here. So this little piece right here is going to be this length right here, which will also be this length right here. And that's actually just my function. So my function here is 12 y squared minus y cubed. And then this length right here is going to be all the way around here. So it's going to be pretty much my circumference, which is going to be 2 pi r. But in my case, r, this r is going to be this length right here, which is actually just going to be y. So this is going to be 2 pi y. So if I find the area, the volume of this piece right here, it will be length times width. So it's going to be 12 y squared minus y cubed multiplied by 2 pi y. And then that's going to be multiplied by my change in y. Now, what I need to do is I need to add all of these up together. So if I combine like terms, I have 24 and then pi, those are the constants. And if I add up all my dy's and I make this infinitely small, we get an integral. And then if I take this y and distribute it in, I end up getting y cubed minus y to the fourth. And then delta y becomes dy because it's getting infinitely small. The pieces are getting this, it's getting closer and closer together. And my integration is going to be from 0 to 1. And I'm going to let you do the integration, but that's the start.